Hello and welcome back. I hope you guys all had a restful break from in the middle of February, midwinter break. All right, we are now Monday, February 22nd and 23rd. All right, let's take a double look at our calendar. We have a 2-day assignment, Who is Gandhi, his point of view, and then a 2-day assignment on the partition of India. All right, Google Meets on Tuesday and Thursday, following in next week with more independence movements of Ghana and Kenya. Right. So before the break, we went Europeans taking over India and Africa. Now we're going to see the independence movements in India and Ghana and Kenya. Okay. We do have our short quiz coming up on March 5th as well. Okay. So our agenda for today, or objective for today: who was Mohandas Gandhi, and what is his point of view concerning British rule of India? Okay, please, as always, watch this video lesson that you're already watching. So first bit for today, examine the cartoon below, then complete the See, Think, Wonder activity. If it is a little small, I did have to also just enlarge it, okay, if it does get hard for you to see. All right, just list 3 things that you notice in the cartoon, 2 inferences that you think or you can guess, and then finally a wonder. Okay, moving forward, just a little more background biographical information on Mohandas Gandhi. There's a couple of short little blurbs that I want you to watch through. So just a little bit on Gandhi, 3.5 minutes, and then this one, 3 minutes and 30. Okay. Let's get rid of those before it messes up my internet. All right. So again, please watch these 2 little blurbs. Some key vocabulary on Mohandas Gandhi: non-violence, right? The use of peaceful means, not force, civil disobedience, and non-violence kind of go hand in hand. But civil disobedience is that you refuse to follow a law because you think it is unjust. Okay, and his given name, Mahatma, great soul. He also has this idea of soul force that he uses to kind of like help keep him going in this fight for independence. All right, so just a couple of quick questions. What was Gandhi's profession? Where was he trained? Describe Gandhi's experiences and actions in South Africa. Identify and describe 3 actions Gandhi took in support of Indian independence from Great Britain. So a lot of this bio information, we'll just kind of figure out like how he was educated, where he's been across the world, right? If India was a British colony, maybe he's been to England, maybe he's been to other British colonies like South Africa. Okay, so please get those done. And that's really it for today. Just getting some background information of who Gandhi was. For Tuesday's work, February 23rd, you're going to look at a couple of different actions or strategies that Gandhi used to help gain independence for the Indian people. All right. So first, document 1 in his book, Indian Home Rule, Gandhi asked the question, "Why do you want to drive away the English?" He replied with the following statement: "Because India has become impoverished by their government. They take away our money from year to year. The most important posts are reserved for themselves. We are kept in a state of slavery. They behave insolently towards us and disregard our feelings." So this is Gandhi's response to why do we want to get rid of the English? Okay. Just a couple of questions. Who is he referring to as their government, they and themselves? And why does Gandhi want to drive away the English? What's his evidence? Okay. Well, why does he want to get rid of English rule? The next two pieces are two movements or two strategies that he used. The first being the homespun movement, which basically means that he asked Indian people to start making their own clothes. I think it was an assignment from imperialism in India, where we kind of went over and we read about how British manufacturing and British textile industry made the Indian textile industry collapse because they could produce so much more, so much faster. And Gandhi said, like, listen, if we want to hurt the British, we got to do so in their pockets. We can't defeat them in battles, but we could do so to their economy. So stop buying British made goods, specifically clothing, and we should make our own cloth again. Okay, so read these two little paragraphs on the homespun movement and answer the question. Next was the Salt March. You can watch this little quick video from the History Channel on the Salt March. Essentially, you also have the transcript here that you could read through. It's very short. Basically, the British were putting extra taxes on the Indian people to just get salt. And salt is very important because it helps you preserve meat. We actually do need it to survive. Right now, in our current society, we get too much salt, so we try to lower our salt intake. But it was something that the British made the Indian people pay for in a very high amount. So essentially, on March 12th, the 61-year-old Gandhi set out with 78 followers on a 240-mile trek to the sea. For 23 days, they marched thousands upon thousands of his countrymen joining along the way. Eventually, the throng of protesters reached over 2 miles. So here, you've got thousands of people marching to the coast where they can, help mine salt, so they could begin making their own salt. Okay. It is, as you can see here, authorities responded by imprisoning over 60,000 Indians for this illegal activity, including Gandhi, right? Because it was technically illegal for Indians to make their own salt. So I think that's fairly important. I'm going to highlight that as a negative thing in red. But this is essentially what the Salt March is, that the Indian people were tired of being told that they had to pay extra money for salt and clothing that they can make themselves, and started doing it by themselves, started actually doing it again on their own without the British. Okay. Why did Gandhi lead the Salt March? What did Gandhi achieve through the Salt March? And lastly, I need one big final statement from you. What was Gandhi's point of view? Task: identify Mohandas Gandhi's point of view concerning British rule in India. What did he think? This should probably be, I don't know, good solid 2 to 3 sentences with examples of his ideas. Right? Please make sure you use all these terms: tax, independence or independent, and civil disobedience in your response. Right? Pretty simple for these 2 days. Definitely reach out if you have any questions and join our live class on Tuesdays. All right? You guys have a good day.